Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a get ready with me using a lot of the newer items that I've mentioned recently on my channel. I'm gonna go a little bit glam today. It's Friday, so TGIF. I'm gonna use the KKW Beauty Classic Blossom palette. I'm gonna use the Charlotte Tilbury EXAGGER-EYES quad that I hauled in my last Sephora haul, along with some other new items that I've mentioned recently. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. I'm gonna start with primer. I am using the TATCHA Silk Canvas and I've almost used it up completely. I've been doing such a good job, not to toot my own horn, of going through my products and decluttering and using up a lot of stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply this. For foundation, I'm gonna mix two products together. I'm gonna mix the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter in with the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush foundation. It is really cold today and a little bit dry, so that's why I'm gonna mix both these together. This is a very full coverage foundation, and it's pretty matte. So I'm just gonna take half a pump like always. One pump for me if this foundation is way too much. And then I'm gonna take this on the back of my hand, some product on there, and mix them together. Something else that I've been into a lot lately too is using a foundation brush. I go through phases. I had been for the longest time just like not into foundation brushes at all and only using, you know, a sponge, but lately I've been really into foundation brushes. This one specifically is from IT Cosmetics. It's the IT Cosmetics Airbrush number 115. And then for concealer, I'm gonna take the Hourglass Vanish concealer. This is also a very full coverage concealer. So less is more with this for me for sure. Put a little on my nose to highlight. I'm gonna blend that out with my Real Techniques sponge. I've been using a new setting powder for my under eyes lately. It's the Anastasia Beverly Hills Loose Setting Powder in the shade Vanilla. I really like this. I had been using the Hourglass Veil Powder for a long time. I had gone through a few different bottles of that, and I ran out and I wanted to try something different. I tried the BECCA Hydra, what is it, the Hydra Boost Powder, the Hydra Mist Powder, and I just didn't get along well with that one. I did not like that wet feeling that that one has. So I ended up returning it and I got this one instead, and I really, really love this one. It's so fine and soft and it does really well with my under eyes. I don't crease with this and it just looks very nice and smooth, and it doesn't look super dry. So I really, really enjoy this. I really don't hear anybody talking about this product in particular, but I've really been enjoying it. And then I'm using my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush powder to set the rest of my face. Tried and true powder right here. My favorite face powder. Oh my gosh, I need some bronzer. I am looking like Casper the Friendly Ghost. I'm going to fill in my brows really quick using my Benefit Brow Pencil. I recently did my brows again where I tint them and wax them at home. It's almost time to do it again though. I love tinting my brows because my brows are naturally very light. And when my brows are super light, it's really difficult for me to fill them in precisely. I feel like it takes me a lot longer. Plus, I just like when I'm not wearing makeup for my brows to be a little bit darker. I don't feel so ghostly. I'm gonna use my DIOR contour palette, and I've started using the NARS, what is this, the EYESHADOW brush again? I've been trying to shop my stash a little bit more and went through my brushes the other day because my brushes, or brush collection, seemed to be getting a little out of hand. I was like, why do I have so many brushes? So I cleaned out some brushes and pulled this one out to use again. Do you guys remember when this was like the most popular brush on YouTube? And then now no one ever talks about it. Isn't that crazy? Like how, you know, things can be such a huge must-have favorite, and then a year later it's like old news, moving on to the next. Now I'm gonna take my stippling brush and buff all that out so it's not so crazy. Probably shouldn't use that brush on my nose. It looks a little crazy. Let me get powder brush and go over my nose a little bit. Now I'm going to bronze a little bit using my Hourglass Diffused Bronze Light, but which brush do I want to use? I've been trying to use different brushes lately. I'm gonna use this big powder brush from, what is this, Eco Tools? It's just like the full powder, and I'm just gonna add just like a little bit of bronze. Not that I really needed it, but I like to mix my bronzers. Okay, now it's time for a little blush, and I'm gonna use the Clinique Cheek Pop Blush in Nude Pop. Where's my little blush brush that I've been using? Oh, this is another Eco Tools one that I pulled out. I think this is the blush brush. Yeah, full blush. And I'm gonna pop this on my cheeks. I've really been loving this blush. It's so nice. Like a nice natural color, and it's got a pretty glow to it. Really been enjoying this. And this is a nice blush brush too. Super affordable, it's really nice. And then we're gonna go ahead and highlight. For highlighter, I'm using the Laura Mercier Baked Highlighter. It's just Highlight 01. This has been my favorite highlight brush. It's the Sigma F35. Love this highlighting brush. And I've really been loving this highlighter too. It's really similar to the Fenty one that I've been using too. It's like the Fire Crystal one or whatever. Okay. All right. Now we're ready for eyeshadow. Okay, so I'm gonna start with the KKW Beauty palette first. This is the Classic Blossom. I have been talking about the KKW palettes and been using them for a while now, and I do really enjoy them. So I'm gonna take this shade here and use this as sort of the transition color all through the crease, and I put that on my lid as well. Zoom you guys in just a little. Next, I'm gonna go into this kind of like taupey gray color on the outer corner and into the crease. And then with my finger, I'm gonna take this shade down here and I'm gonna apply this on my lid. This is such a pretty like bronzy, kind of like rose gold color. So pretty. Now I'm gonna move over to the EXAGGER-EYES palette by Charlotte Tilbury, and I'm gonna go in with this shade right here to deepen up the outer corner. I'm gonna go in back in real quick with that first fluffy brush. Kind of just go over everything one more time. I didn't put anything on this. I'm gonna go ahead and move to the lower lash line. I'm gonna take this little flat definer brush. It this like a little eyeliner brush and go in with this nude brown color and kind of like, and just place that on the lower lash line. Can you see me? I hope you can. Then I'm gonna take a pencil brush and go back to the KKW Beauty palette, take this light brown shade and go over that line. We're gonna go ahead and highlight the brow bone and inner corner, and I'm gonna take the Charlotte Tilbury EXAGGER-EYES palette and go in this lightest shade here. Pop that on my brow and inner corner. And now I'm gonna move on to liner. I'm gonna use the Maybelline Gel Studio Liner in Blackest Black, but I'm gonna do that off camera because I'm not that talented. We are super close to being done. Let me go ahead and set my brows. I'm gonna use the Anastasia Clear Brow Gel. I get these as like samples all the time. So I'm like, all right, I probably shouldn't buy brow gel for a while and just kind of try to go through these. And then I'm using my favorite lash combo. It's the L'Oreal Lash Paradise topped with the L'Oreal Voluminous. Last step is going to be lips. I'm going to use a MAC lip liner, which I haven't used in a while, but I have a ton of these. So I've been trying to use them. This is in Subculture with the BECCA lipstick in the shade Bare. I've really been loving this lipstick. Alright guys, this is the final look. I've been wearing this makeup a lot lately. It's just really good products and I feel like they all look really nice together. The color story goes well together and it just gives my face like a lot of warmth and glow. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you want to see more get ready with me's, just let me know. I have a few other type of get ready with me's that I want to do for you guys. So if you like these, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and I will see you guys again very soon. Bye.